a big day for Kylin and his family, also for the Zachary family as well. You know, he's a kid that we've been watching play for us for a long time. Very thankful we get to watch him play another season. But a really good football player, passionate football player that plays with just intensity and violence, and certainly excited he's going to be right down the road. We get to go catch the game.
What type of player is LSU getting out of him?
Yeah, I think he's a kid that just loves the game. You know, loves the atmosphere of the game night. Certainly is a big game player. I think the best game he's ever played for us was in the state finals. You know, and so you know, when big time players can play their best in really big time games, you can get a lot out of them, and that's what we're looking forward to.
He seems like one of those guys that doesn't say a lot, but he does a lot.
Yeah, pretty quiet guy. Voted a team captain by his peers last week. So yeah, he just goes out there and makes plays for us. He's a pretty quiet guy.
How important was the aspect of staying home, having his family and friends coming right down there to see him?
I'm sure that probably had a lot to do with it, and also you know, the aura that is surrounding LSU's program right now with the new staff and the way they're doing things. I think that probably had a lot to do with it, and it's nice to have Mom right around the corner as well, right? So I'm sure that played into it.
Talk about his ceiling. What do you fathom him looking like, and what kind of player he might be in 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing that colleges were looking at with him is, you know, he's already 6'2" and 195. What's he going to look like in 2 years? But you know, I think Bill Parcells said one time, if they don't bite his pups, they're not going to bite his dogs, right? Well, he certainly bites his pups, right? So I think he's played that way his whole life. And I don't see why that would be any difference when he gets to the next level. And I'm sure they see that on film. They figure they can teach him everything else he needs to know to fit their defense and the schemes that they run. But you got to have, you know, that height and weight where you can play, and that speed that he has. But the mentality that he plays with, as far as being a violent player, it kind of jumps off the film for people.
Do you know if he's going to be a midterm grad?
He is not.
Okay.
In a few years, it's going to be Eli versus Kylin. What does that mean to you as a coach?
It's funny that you asked that question. We had a scrimmage yesterday to finish practice, and you know, I'm sitting there watching the scrimmage, and Eli's in the gun, and he throws a ball, and a receiver catches it over the middle, and Kylin lights this guy up, and I said, we might get to see that, you know, that matchup later on down the road. So I'm excited about it. They're good friends, and they've already kind of, you know, we knew Kylin was going one of the 2 places, and either one of them was going to play Bama, right? So they've already kind of been through that a little bit already.